So let's have a nice conversation. We are discussing where Indian politics stands today and where it is headed to in the next 6 months. I'm not talking about the electoral results, but the politics per se. You know, one would say, Sanju Verma, after last Sunday's results, it's sort of become a little boring. The kind of dominance and domination that the BJP has, it almost looks like it's one-sided. And why should it be so in a democracy?
You know, first and foremost, Abhishek, it's good to see a small panel, and thank you for your generous introduction. I just want to say one thing, that, you know, I say this often on various debates, that if you look at the results of 2022 assembly elections, UP, Uttarakhand, Goa, Manipur, Punjab, BJP lost Punjab. We won 4 out of 5 states with a strike rate of 80%. And then you look at 2023, where out of the 4 big states, we won 3. There is one common feature that I've noticed. And the common feature is this, that the Congress has by and large managed to hold on to its vote share. In fact, if you notice, Rajasthan mein is baar, their vote share actually went up by 0.23% to 39.53%. Chhattisgarh mein also their vote share was more than 40%. Madhya Pradesh also they managed to hold on to their vote share. The problem with the Congress, and then I'll come to the BJP, the Achilles heel of the Congress is that while it manages to retain or improve upon its vote share, it's not able to translate that vote share into winnable votes. For instance, look at it. 2018 के चुनाव में the Congress got 39.03% vote share, but it got 100 seats. This time with 39.53% vote share in Rajasthan, the Congress's tally came down dramatically. So the reason that I spoke about vote shares is simply this, that unless you have the ability to convert vote share into winnable votes, you are not going to be able to take on the Modi Juggernaut. Uttarakhand mein bhi dekh lijiye 2022 mein, the vote share difference between BJP and the Congress in Uttarakhand, and it was very difficult for the BJP to win Uttarakhand because we had changed 2 chief ministers before Pushkar Singh Dhami came in, and everybody said Uttarakhand mein to is baar anti-incumbency ke chalte Dhami sarkar girne wali hai. But despite a wafer-thin difference in vote share, BJP managed to still get 47 seats in Uttarakhand. Congress was reduced to 1919 seats. तो पहली बात तो ये, हम अपने वोट शेयर को विनेबल वोट्स में तब्दील करने में सक्सेसफुल रहे हैं. Point number 2, there is no denying the fact, Abhishek, that the double engine concept may not have worked in Himachal or may not have worked in Karnataka, but by and large, if you look at the last 2 or 3 years, we have had so many assembly elections. The BJP strike rate has been 75% plus, which means there is no one, to borrow your phrase, to take on or contain the Modi Juggernaut. You tell me, Rahul Gandhi plus Mamata Banerjee plus Sonia Gandhi plus Tejasvi Yadav plus Lalu Prasad Yadav plus Udayanithi Stalin plus MK Stalin plus Nitish Kumar, ye sab milke, do they stand tall vis-a-vis Narendra Modi? And then the third important point is organizational strength. JP Nadda ji हमेशा कहते हैं, कहीं की ईंट कहीं का रोड़ा, भानुमति ने कुनबा जोड़ा, when he speaks about the opposition. Without committed karyakartas on the ground, which is the BJP strength, our Panna Pramukhs, our booth Pramukhs, how do you expect to take on the world's largest party, which has a core, voter base of 23 crore voters, and we have bona fide 19 plus 20 crore or bona fide members. So look at it, हमारे पास तो एक natural voter base है 20-22 करोड़ की. That is the third point, and the last but not the least, the most important point is this. While I agree that consolidation of Muslim votes continues to be a strong sentiment, which sometimes has worked for the BJP, sometimes it has not worked for the BJP and has worked for the opposition. I think now, Abhishek, you're seeing a new trend, and that trend is Hindu consolidation is also happening. And I think you saw that in Madhya Pradesh. Imagine 7 out of 7 seats in Indore, 14 out of 14 seats in Sarguja in Chhattisgarh. And imagine, look at the mammoth victory in Madhya Pradesh, 163 seats. In Gujarat, it was 157 seats, despite 15 years of so-called incumbency. So the limited point is this: Narendra Modi is the only prime minister who's also building a 100 lakh crore Gati Shakti model, which has unleashed an infrastructure boom. And he's also the prime minister who's brought to fruition the Kashi Vishwanath and the Ujjain Mahakal corridors. So spirituality, cultural legacy, Hinduism plus growth and development is a very heady and pro-Vikas cocktail that cannot be denied.
Yeah. Understood. So I think let's take it step by step. You sort of gave a longish one, and I think I'll need to break it down for the benefit of the representatives from the opposition space. Let me go to Shyam Prasad Meka. Shyam Prasad Meka, it was one of my arguments which Sanju gave actually, which is that the Congress party, if you look at it, has not done that bad in terms of vote share. You have retained your vote share in Madhya Pradesh. You have increased your vote share a bit in Rajasthan. Telangana, you have actually come to par. And despite that, the overall picture looking into general elections, if you project these numbers project this picture onto the May general elections, does not look that rosy for the Congress party. Remember, in 2018, the BJP had lost all these 3 states, and yet in 2019 came back with those stellar numbers, 303. And now with these numbers, these many MLAs, their own governments in these states, I think obviously the Congress has a bit of a job to tackle. Now the problem is, as Sanju delineated, and you answer Shyam Prasad Meka, that the Congress party's inability to convert vote share into seats and the organizational difficulties that the Congress party faces in the Hindi heartland states. What are you going to do? You don't have much time.
Abhishek, see, I actually agree with Sanju Verma when she was mentioning about the electoral mission of BJP and the lack of it in Congress. I totally agree with her. And we shouldn't be shying away from facts, right? So that's true. So even if you look at Telangana, I would say with the positional advantage that we had it been BJP in our place, they would have made it an 85-seat victory. They would have decimated TRS. It was Congress which actually squandered a little bit of their positional advantage and ended up at 65. The numbers are only 65, but yeah, truly, there is a craving for the change across the state. That is very visible, but that is not visible in terms of number of seats that we got in Telangana. Also, as a congressman, I can simply say, oh yeah, we won Telangana. But no, we should have romped home with 80 plus seats. We squandered the advantage to 65. This is something that Congress party need to work with, and we are working on it. But one thing is, throughout these states, the point is Congress party is trying to figure out its own strategy, not just the electoral mission, right? So as Rahul Gandhi was saying during his, towards the end of his Bharat Jodo Yatra, the point is Congress people need to understand what they stand for, what they are fighting against. That is the quandary we are trying to solve. Yes, true. That's the biggest challenge in front of Congress rather than any of the issues. This is about Congress people knowing who they are and what they are fighting rather than anything else. Yes, the electoral machinery of BJP is very, very strong, and we need to learn from them in some of those aspects. I am not shying away from.